Hey, this is Scott, and today's wine review is dedicated to my lovely mother, who passed away September 28th. Mom, I'm reviewing The Seeker for you. Stay tuned. Hey, this is Scott, and you are tuned into the Rookie Wine and Whiskey Enthusiast channel. And today, yes, as my intro said, I am going to go ahead and review a wine that I know my mother would have absolutely loved. Now, this channel is dedicated to Washington State wines and spirits, but not today. Today, we're going to go ahead and review the Seeker. The Seeker is a Riesling from the Moselle area, Moselle River area out of Germany. This is a 2017. And the reason I'm dedicating this to my mom is my mom loved extremely dry wines. And I actually found this wine several months ago and I wasn't able to share it with her. I kind of wish I had. But my mom in her youth extolled me, told me all of the versions of her traveling to Europe and skiing Germany and Austria and drinking wine. And my mom's wine of preference, by the way, was sherry. Now, I didn't have the love of wine that I had or that she had at the time, but I did develop some of the tastes that she had. And sherry are typically an extremely dry wine. And when I'm looking for a white wine, and a lot of times a lot of red wines as well, I like that good dry wine. And this wine is one of those ones. So let's go ahead and discuss this. This is, again, the Seeker. And I bought this bottle for, $25 a bottle. Now, German Rieslings on average do tend to be on the higher end of the price scale. Luckily for me, they don't have any more bottles because I probably would have bought a case of this. It is extremely good. But let's go ahead and get into the review itself. I'm going to go ahead and use my Wine Folly color chart here. Now, this is a very, well, it's a straw colored wine. And I'm going to say pale to medium, off pale. Maybe there's a slight hint of yellow in that. So let's go ahead and take a nose on this. Right off the bat, just what I'd expect from a German Riesling, especially one like this. There's a good citrus note. It's almost like a overly ripe, or excuse me, underripe tangerine. I'm also getting green apple, Granny Smith green apple on this. That's very prominent. I'm also getting a slight oily nose to it. To me, it's very similar to tongue oil or boiled linseed oil on the nose. But it's very intense. Very intense. Let's go ahead and take a sip, shall we? Ah, very, very tart. That Granny Smith apple that I got on the nose, it's very tart. It's right there. It's in your face. The tangerine citrus note is also right there. But that tongue oil, Danish oil note has kind of transformed into more of a wet asphalt, freshly laid asphalt note. How you know smell that freshly laid asphalt is? Well, this is here in the state of Washington. You put down asphalt, it's guaranteed to rain. Almost like if you're guaranteed to wash your car, it's guaranteed to rain. But the smell off that, there's that, it kind of hints at the flavor of that. Overall, the finish on this, I gotta take another sip. The finish on this, extremely crisp, very clean. This is a palate cleansing wine. When I first had this wine, I was enjoying a dish of General Tso's chicken. It cut right through the fat and the spiciness of the General Tso's, cleansed the palate. I was able to enjoy the rest of the meal. This wine is perfect for an extremely spicy meal. It would go great with shellfish as well. Pork. Matter of fact, I can't wait. We're gonna have a pork roast tonight, I believe. So I do have to save a little bit of this. Let's go through the body on this. This is a very light bodied wine. It's a Riesling. German Rieslings are almost always very light body. I don't think I've ever had a German Riesling or most Rieslings at all that would be more than a light bodied wine. No tannins, no tannins at all on this. However, the acidity is through the roof. By far, this is the most acidic wine I've had this year. And that's saying a lot, considering especially Washington State produces some really highly acidic whites. The Rieslings are out of this world. This beats those to a pulp. Alcohol, this is a dangerous wine. This is only 10% alcohol by volume. You can't even taste it. And you could easily drink this probably straight from the bottle and you wouldn't even feel it. Sweetness, this is not a very sweet wine at all. As a matter of fact, this is what I love about this wine. This is dry to off dry. And like I said, it goes back to that high acidity. What am I going to rate this? I'm going to rate this easily a 92 out of 100. This is a top 2 wine for me this year. Now, I got to be careful because, like I said, I really do try to focus in on Washington State wines in particular. But when there's a really good wine, how can you not extol the virtues of it, to be honest with you? This is one of those wines that would absolutely, this should be winning awards. I don't know if this has won awards, but if it hasn't, the company that makes this really needs to put it in for some awards. Like I said, 92 out of 100 easily. The only thing setting me back on this is that my favorite store that carries this wine had just a couple bottles left and they're not going to be getting any more anytime soon. So now I'm going to have to go out and search for it, which is probably a good thing because if it makes it harder for me to find, it means there's less of it for me to buy. Makes my wife happy. So, that being said, have you guys had the Seeker? Riesling from the Moselle River Valley out of Germany. What do you guys think? Let me know. Put the comments down below. Is there another Riesling that you think might compare or even beat this Riesling here? Put those in the comments down below as well. Also, if you like this content, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. That way the whole algorithms thing, YouTube works off algorithms, and that's how more people can see this video. The other thing is if you like this content, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, and when you do that, there'll be a little bell icon that comes up. Hit the bell icon. That way when I do upload these videos, you will be some of the first to know. So that being said, Mom, you are a beautiful woman. Thank you very much for giving me, my brother, and my sister the chance to be who we are. And for that, I love you. I'm going to miss you. And as always, thank you. Everybody else, please drink responsibly. And as always, life is too short for either bad wine or bad whiskey. This is an excellent Riesling. Please go out, find a bottle, and enjoy it. Cheers. Thank you.